Hello everybody, you won't believe who I got today, okay? I got Dragon Tan, okay? Our super duper good, master real estate agent that give us a pulse of what's happening in the property market, okay? So everybody, please welcome Dragon Tan.
Hey, hi everybody. Yeah, nice to be here back on the platform. And it has been quite some time. Last seen. The last
few
round
months.
was in Korea. And I thought you're in Singapore.
Oh,
Was that a couple of
yeah. I'm so sorry, what an idiot I was. Okay, since we last did a video on property market, clearly a lot of things have happened. I think it's very good if we can get Dragon Tan to give us a pulse of what's happening in the property market. So maybe you start off, Dragon, over the last 3 to 4 months, what is happening in the property market right now in both the condo and the HDB space?
Okay, so over the last 6 months, and in fact, even during my previous video, right, in fact, it's all within my prediction that the market will definitely come to a slow this year. But a slow doesn't mean that the price will correct or the price will crash. It means that probably the market come to a stage where the pricing becomes softened. It's because largely due to the government measure. In fact, the government is well controlled. Our property market is well controlled by the government. There's been trying to introduce a series of measures so that to enable that our property price is affordable in a gradual manner, the price, rather than, I don't think the government want the price to crash in the first place. So I think this is very important. Now, so far, as what I see over the last probably 2 quarters, transaction volume has dropped a lot.
And when we say drop, we drop by how much?
Well, it can be 30 to 40%.
Wow,
to be honest,
that's quite a lot.
To be honest, especially in the month of June, back then, Singapore, the border has reopened, and for me, I easily have 20 listings to market at any time. Whether is it rental or pertaining to sales, I can have an overall feel from HDB to condo, and I can have the feel is that the whole of June, it seems like the whole Singapore, everybody is overseas. There's no call. There's no call, and that's what I educate or I share with my seller as well. Seems like everybody is overseas, including me and you as well.
Yeah.
So in fact, the whole of June is very very quiet, and and I've noticed that the interest rate has over the last few months. We're talking about the fixed rate. It has started to dip a bit, probably from around 3.8, 3.9% to now around 3.2 to 3.3% as well.
Okay.
However, people who used to be on a certain package that was 2 to 3 years back, hovering around 1%, right now if you're going to refi, it has to be around 3+%.
Even if they don't refi, their rates also jump up to some big number, right?
It will jump up. I did share. I think on 1965 last year that I did the coupling about my second property, which is under my wife's name and ownership. Our unit was rented for 4,008. That was beginning of the year.
Okay.
So recently she received a letter from OCBC Bank.
Hong Zha Tan.
Hong Zha Tan, that her rates will be the so-called revised higher because she's on floating from September onward.
Okay.
So her installment will jump from 3,006 all the way to 4,008.
Wow, that's quite a lot, right?
Yeah. And not to forget, there's this property tax that's involved. She paid around $3,000 plus property tax because despite the fact that we did the coupling, it's considered a second property. So her property tax is based on the rates that is non-owner occupied.
Oh, I see.
So it's higher, $3,000 plus, and then probably average to around $300 per month. And of course, we have to factor in the maintenance. That's probably close to $300 a month.
Oh, I see.
So she a bit tiao last week.
So it's now cash out on a monthly basis.
Yes, definitely. Unless that she has enough CPF balance to offset the money installment every month, which she does as well.
Okay, but the CPF, CPF is your money, yeah. Don't think of it as not money. Yeah. But in that sense, it is no longer profit generating, but as before. But is she unique in this thing, or many people are actually making it?
A lot of people are affected for sure.
Wow.
So of course, right now in the market, across the market, I can see a strong demand in the HDB 4-room flat and below.
Why?
Moving fast because the government measures are not directly impacted on the 4-room flat and below.
Which measure?
That was last year introduced in September.
Okay.
Where the private property owner, if they're going to sell their private property, they are bar 15 months before they can buy any HDB of any type. That's number one. Number two, all the private property owner, they are above 55 years old. If they sell their private property owner, they can only buy 4-room flat and below.
Really?
Correct.
Oh.
No 5-room, no EA, no EM.
Oh, really?
You have to wait for 15 months.
Oh, that's why only the 4-room flat and 3-room flat are now moving.
Still moving.
Ah, okay.
For the
I didn't
4-room
realize
flat,
that.
I'm still breaking record high one after another over the last 2 to 3 months, which is good for my seller.
Okay.
For the new launches, people who are holding on to cash,
Sure.
they buy EC new launch like
Sure.
Altura,
Sure.
doing well.
Okay.
And people who buy new launch like Lentor Hill, Grand Diamond, typically those that's nearer to MRT is always highly sought after by all the investors, so-called. who
Resale?
are holding. Okay, for resale wise, it's because of the high interest rate that I mentioned.
Sure.
So the high interest rate kick in. So sometimes when they find that the rental does not seem attractive to them anymore after
see.
they factor in the high interest.
I
So for people who are holding on to huge cash, they rather go for this new launch. It's because everything's progressive, little by little.
Oh,
So the interest kick in little by
so
little.
not. Oh, I see. That explains why the resale. But we don't see like what you say. We now have a lot less transaction, but the price is still kind of holding, right?
Correct.
You don't see coming down, but you also don't see going up. Is that what we're seeing right now?
I guess that probably the fundamental of Singapore is still very, very strong. Why do I say so? If you happen to read the statistic that was published a few months ago, it talked about the top 10% household income in Singapore. Household income, it's not the medium. The top 10% is the household income is hover around 31,000 and above. The top 20% is around 20,000. All in all, around 27%. I did a tabulation back then. Around 27% of Singapore household income they're earning 15K and above. So
Okay.
even this kind of household income, I guess that is pretty stable. So yeah. So back to my video 2 years back on 1965 and last year, I always talk about one thing: employment rate. Job stability. This is very important. And we start to have retrenchment going on. More and more people get retrenched. If let's say the economy is very bleak, then probably it affect the household income. It may affect the property price as well.
I see. I don't see that happening. That's why we also don't see property price collapsing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, but right now, what we are saying from what you say is that we kind of have some kind of stability, which is
Stable.
good, right? Which is what we want. We also don't want the property market to crash. That will hurt a lot of people's wealth and things like that.
I think back then, last week when you invited, a few days back, when you invited Mr. Ng Kok Song, he mentioned one thing: the government will not want the property price to crash. The measures are set in a manner that we still want to a certain gradual growth, correct? In property prices over the next 10 years, 20 years, not going up steeply.
I see. Okay, very good. Yeah. So right now, can you talk a bit about rental market? Is the rental market strong, weak? Different segment, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, rental market is very interesting. Last year May, when the borders start to open for Singapore, we have a huge influx of
Foreigners.
foreigners coming in.
Which country? Yeah.
Any country, we have Chinese, not from China, we have the Chinese from Europe, from America. I start to see a lot of them coming in, as well as from Indian aspect from India. They're mostly in IT,
Sure.
and a lot of them are complaining back then last year that finding a house in Singapore is so scary. Nobody can get a house.
Sure.
Now coming into December this year onward, things start to change. Wow, the wind, the fog 转得很快。
Really?
Suddenly, from this year onward, we have quite a number of projects that TOP.
Okay.
Alright, like Treasure at Tampines, Affinity Garden, Riverfront,
Sure.
Momentum Park, Cambridge, 1,000 plus of unit that's been TOP. And back then, a lot of all these so-called buyer or the condo owner, in order to not to pay the ABSD, they actually sold their house and rent elsewhere.
I see.
So it became that there's an abundance of rental that is coming in the market. But where you have to study according to the district. I think D19 we have quite an abundance of rental supply right now, and because of that, I feel that the rental pricing in D19, that is District 19 in Northeast, start to soften for sure.
Oh, okay.
But where else in places like Jurong, wow, Jurong is fantastic.
Where I stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have checked with a number of so-called inquiry from
Sure.
1965 who love to text me.
Yep.
Feel free to.
Hey, you all want to contact him, huh? Can share a number, right?
And
Please don't contact me, okay? That's my problem.
I will answer whenever I have the time.
You all go and
No
contact
problem.
me, then I gotta be postman, so you all contact him directly, okay? I give you his number, you can't go,
8282.
982824442, okay? I say again,
8282, right?
982.
There's no line, Sifu.
Sorry.
That's the line.
Sorry.
8282.
So his number is 82824442. Please do not contact me to ask me about Dragon Tide. You contact him directly, okay? Yeah, you can say it's from 1965, right? He will take care of you guys, okay? But don't contact me to ask me about him, okay? Yeah. But if you want to ask me, whether this guy is a good real estate agent, whatever. Number one, okay? Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go back, okay? So back to rental market. Rental market right now, Jurong is still strong.
Very strong. For example, there's this recent transaction in Westwood, for example, Westwood Residences.
But that place pretty ulu leh.
I have a few clients who stay there.
Is
so
it?
It depends on where you work and how convenient you are.
Okay,
to
it's
work.
ulu depending wherever.
Correct.
Yeah.
Depending where you
So
work.
if you work in, let's say, Pioneer, you work in
Oh yes.
NTU,
Yes.
then it's prime area, right?
It's prime area to you.
Oh, I
so
see.
typically
Okay.
the 5-room condo there can easily fetch a rental of 7,500.
You kidding?
7,500.
So
yes.
wait, when you 5 room means 5 bedroom?
5 bedroom.
Where got house got 5 bedroom in Singapore?
Yes, it's a condo. Condo
That
that's
means
5 bedroom.
3 bedroom plus 1 living room or
No,
actually
no.
5
5 bedroom.
or 5 bedroom.
bedroom,
Well, then big
So it can easily fetch a rental of 7,500.
Okay.
And it's already been transacted probably in June. If you happen to check the caveat. As compared to Northeast, probably a 5 bedroom fetch around 5,000, 5,000 to 6,000.
Wow, such a big difference.
Yes.
Ooh.
Now, reason is because for the whole of Northeast, there's Punggol of Sengkang. There's a lot of affluent family, a lot of high income family there, but they're buying for their own stay. And it's largely residential. As compared to Jurong, you have Jurong East, you have the Lakeside, you have Jurong West, you have Boon-Lay, and then you have Jurong Island, you have this Joo Koon area, you have this Tuas area, and all the way to Jurong East CBD area. So that is a largely employment catchment area.
I see.
And then
Okay.
along the AYE all the way to West Coast, you have this One North as well.
I see.
Another 20,000+
I see.
employment.
Wow.
So given that a lot of aspects are working from Jurong West all the way to Boon-Lay, Jurong East, and One North, and the number of condo in Jurong, right, 不多嘞,
I see.
probably around 15 units.
Are
It's
there
not
new
long.
development coming out?
Yes, recently we have Lake Garden.
I
That's
see.
one.
When are they going to TOP?
In 4 years' time.
Oh, that's too late.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about rental.
that's why no supply. No, I mean as in no supply of new condo, also no supply of rental units, right?
Correct.
In that sense.
And therefore, I feel that the rental in Jurong is still holding well
I see.
compared to other districts where probably you have a lot of units that's been TOP, a lot of supply. So supply and demand play a part. Of course, when government give you a data, it's based on overall. So certain district will go up, certain district will go down. So end up is about probably the dip is very little.
I see.
But we have to go in depth.
I see. So just to sum up, the condo, the rentals are really depending where you are, but they more or less are stabilizing already, especially on the non-Jurong area. Jurong is still going strong. Okay, and for the HDB 4-room flat and below are still going strong because of government policy, but 5-room and above are kind of stabilizing, right?
Correct.
And condos?
Condos resale, I can see that because when the government introduced the measure that the private property owner, after the sales of their property, they cannot downgrade to the immediate to 5-room and EA, and a lot of all these 5-room and EA HDB owner, they are the condo upgrader.
I
So
see.
it affects this chain.
I see.
So in a way that I feel that the resale condo, right, has started to see a bit of softening as well and quieted.
When you say softening, doesn't mean price soften. It means transaction soften or both.
The price was around 0.4, but it's overall.
Okay.
So I haven't do a check on which district
Sure.
probably did the most. Typically, it is about the interlink. It's an interlink. So if let's say, of course, we still have upgraders who are going for resale condo as well. But the number of inquiry and the calls to my phone as compared to last year and 2 years back isn't fantastic.
How much have you dropped by the calls?
Probably last year per weekend, per listing, I can have around 10 plus to 20 inquiry after the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
So I have 20 listings, I can easily have 300 to 400 calls
Whoa,
every day.
what's
It's
it?
called a bull market.
Yeah.
So it's called a bull market, and in fact I've shared to some of the 165 community
Sure.
before that when I have this kind of bull market, 你可以放心 6 months later the price will jump 10 to 20%.
Wow.
It's proven.
Okay.
In 2010, 2011 I encountered this. Last year I encountered this. The price just go all the way up.
Okay. Now,
Now for one weekend, right, per listing probably 2 to 3 inquiries.
wow, it's gone down by
a lot.
70-80%.
Which means that the government measure has taken
Well-
well control. We want to ensure a stable environment.
I see. Okay. So now but the price ain't really softening. So it's what the Chinese call 有价无市, which basically means got price, no transaction or less transaction. Is that what we can describe it now?
Yes, correct.
I see.
It depends on area to area, the amount of supply and the demand as well.
I see.
In certain place is still moving well because probably there's no supply. There's no supply, but there's a demand.
I see.
4 bedroom.
Oh. Well, anyway, I thought this is very interesting information. Okay, so if again, you all need any real estate services. Okay, I know I appreciate that you all trust me and look for him, but you don't need to look for me. Go look for him directly. Okay, you look for him directly. I give you his number. 82824442. Okay, so go look for him. He's a real good guy. Okay, but in real estate, but I think he's very knowledgeable. His service is really good. Okay, so go look for him. Don't look for Mr. Lu. I'm not the real estate agent.
I'm not perfect. I just do my best.
Yeah. Okay.
In my prime years, wherever
Yes.
I can.
Yeah, but if you want skincare products, and ginseng, come look for me. Okay, I've got the exact skincare. 我越看我自己，我现在越满意。I really, it got used not.
Got the black color and
Yeah.
the black water and the collagen. The white
So
water.
he's also looking better right now. Okay, so clearly it works. Okay, so jokes aside. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope this gives you a pulse of what's happening in the property market. We will watch and see new developments coming up. The Prime Minister in National Day rally is going to announce some new property measures to help improve affordability. But let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. So thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah, Sifu, one
Yes.
more thing. Other than the 4-room flat that's moving HDB, for the condo, right? The TOP condo, those TOP condo, like Affinity, Treasure, Garden, is moving fast as well. Because people don't want to wait for 4 years. They want immediate, brand new.
I see. Okay. Ulu lang. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thank you and bye bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
Bye bye. Oh yeah, forgot. Must remember hit subscribe and like. Okay.
Yes, must
subscribe
like.
and hit the bell so you can alert button.
Must like.
Okay. See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.